Okay, guys, I had a weird sighting around the house tonight. I don't know. I'm having a hard time understanding what I saw. And it was low to the ground. And it was walking along the same ridge of rocks here, but on the opposite side of the house, on the other side of the garage over here. And I came up the stairs here and turned the corner. And we about walked into each other, whatever it was. I stopped, and it didn't see me at first, but once I stopped and I looked at it, in a couple seconds it realized, in just about a second, it realized I saw it, because I stopped. And when I stopped, it realized I was looking at it, so it immediately turned and started to proceed south on the rocks. Now, the back stayed horizontal to the ground the whole time. It was like black. It was completely dark, like a giant shadow, like not a giant, but a shadow. It was like 3 feet long. It looked like the size of like a blue heeler, except the head was down lower than the shoulders the entire time. Even when it turned, I never could see a head. I never could see it because it turned so quickly, just blam, turned on a dime. I don't know. I found over here, I found a plucked pile of feathers. Down to the left in the little flat area over here on the edge of the cliff, I found a deer kill and a fake fire pit. So I know these creatures come around this area and walk this ridge. The bobcat walked this ridge and hunted. Every time it snows, you can see their tracks. So it's funny, you never know what's coming through until the snow falls or something alerts you that it's coming through. But just the fact that this thing was like, I don't think it was moving. I think it froze. It must have been looking to see if I saw it. I just can't figure it out. I noticed it, I looked dead at it, and it turned. And it went away very smoothly. It didn't run. Like if a cat's gonna run, you'll see it go from like front to back feet and switch, you know, like the paws will switch. I just don't know. This thing was so smooth, and they say they do the spider walk, the Bigfoot, and that's like kind of what it looked like. It was pretty low to the ground, and it was like twinkle toes. It just glided out of the scene. I was trying to turn the light on my phone before I chased it because I couldn't identify it, and I didn't know what I was about to chase, but like it started to go away from me, and I'm like trying to look at it to go, oh my God, what is that? What is that? What is that? And I'm looking down at my phone, closing a program, trying to hurry up and turn the light on. And man, it was very strange. I really think I could have seen a Sasquatch creature tonight, and it was totally haphazard, totally by accident, just a freak chance that I wanted to go out at my truck, at this one instance when it would have been coming through. I mean, I could have caught it here at the top of the stairs. Also, the other thing is the outside lights weren't on tonight. For some reason, they were not on, and they're set on a timer to go on automatically. And it's like 10:30 at night right now. It just happened maybe an hour ago, but I came up and it was completely dark, and it was the light of the moon that alerted me to this thing being there. But it wouldn't have been coming through if the lights were on, because it would have been completely illuminated. But since the lights weren't on, it was completely dark. I mean, as dark as it is here in the camera, minus the little bit of ambient light here from the automatic motion sensor. But here you go, this is the night view. So this, and it was completely black against these rocks. So whatever it was, I couldn't identify it. Let's put it that way. And that's odd in itself. It was big enough that I'm like, is that a dog? And then I'm like, oh, well, it doesn't have a head. And it was low, and it was looking at me. Like if a dog was curious and you saw a dog, like it would perk its head up and you'd see ears and everything. Like I don't know. The more I think about it, it looked exactly what a little creature on all fours with a conical head and no neck would have looked like. And when I realized that, I teared up, and I teared up. I mean, I was like inside having a realization. It took me a while to realize what I might have seen, but really, really interesting. All right, guys, thanks for listening. I left this apple just in case it wants to come back. I did some knocking and did some loud whistles just now before I recorded, just to kind of let it know you know, in the whole neighborhood, you can hear a dog bark. You know, so I'm just going to leave it at that and see if it comes and checks it out and see if it's there in the morning. All right.